Fellow members of the committee, I'm very pleased to introduce Judge Carolyn B. McHugh, President Obama's nominee to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit. Judge McHugh received her undergraduate and law degrees from the University of Utah and has taught at both institutions. She is exactly the kind of outstanding nominee of varied legal experience that I set out to fill, that Senator Lee and I set out to find to fill this vacancy. She has both practiced and taught law. She has practiced in both state and federal court. She has an extensive background both before and behind the bench. She has served both the state bar and the judiciary on committees and commissions. She has been widely recognized and awarded for her distinguished career in the law. And somehow, along the way, Judge McHugh has found time to serve her community with groups such as Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Voices for Utah Children, and Catholic Community Services of Utah. I have great respect for her. Judge McHugh's 22 years of litigation experience was almost evenly split between state and federal courts. In her 8 years on the Utah Court of Appeals, currently as presiding judge, she has heard more than 1,100 appellate, civil, and criminal cases that actually reached judgment. When she is confirmed to the 10th Circuit, I think Judge McHugh may have one of the shortest learning curves on record. When we have a judicial vacancy in Utah, both Senator Lee and I spend a lot of time talking to the lawyers and judges throughout our state's legal community. Judge McHugh received praise for many things, but perhaps the most common description was simply that she works harder than anyone else. She's a prodigious worker. Her former law partners said it, judges said it, over and over the same thing came up: she works incredibly hard. Mr. Chairman, I've been doing this a long time and have participated in the nomination or confirmation of more than half of the judges who have ever served on the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals. I know a first-rate nominee when I see one. I commend the President for this nomination. Judge McHugh's varied experience, her personal character and intelligence, and her work ethic make her one of the best. I want to thank Senator Mike Lee, who certainly is my partner in this process. So, Mr. Chairman, I'm very pleased to introduce Judge Carolyn McHugh to the committee, and I hope my colleagues will support her nomination.